everyone. Welcome to the Infatuasian podcast. We're back on the road. This time we are in Orange County, and we have a special episode for you. We are interviewing some folks all the way from France. So a few weeks ago, we got together. We have a group called the Asian Pod Shop, which is a group of podcasters from all over the world. And one of our friends, Linda, came on. And she said, hey, I'm coming to California. I'm coming to California in 2 weeks. And she said, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm in San Francisco, but it is worth it to drive down or to fly down to see Linda. So we are with our friend. I don't know if you remember, this was all the way back in March of 2022. We did an interview with Linda. At the time, she was mostly podcast, I think, but then now it's Banh Mi Media. It's expanded. It's a community. It's an organization. So we are talking to Linda Nguon. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Curtis.
Welcome
back.
back.
An honor to be back in your podcast, and such an honor that you drive from San Francisco coming here down to Orange County.
I have to because it's cheaper than flying to Paris.
True.
And we have more guests too. We are with Sebastian Kong.
Hello.
Hello, and he is a film director, and his short was featured in the Viet Film Festival. Welcome, Sebastian.
Welcome. Well, hello. Welcome to Paris.
In Orange County.
Next time we have to do Paris. Next time we'll do it in Paris. And we are also joined by his co-director and the star of the film, Steve Tran. Welcome, Steve.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I'm so happy to be with you here today.
It's so good to have you guys here. What are your thoughts? First couple of days here in America?
Oh my God, it's so much things to process. It's like everything, it's so huge, welcoming, getting to know the Asian community here, and very curious about it. And yeah, I don't know where to start. Steve, can you help me?
For me, it's kind of different because I kind of grew up around here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because my sister and my aunt used to live here and around Garden Grove in Fullerton.
Okay.
And I used to come here since my 3 years old until my 12th. And last time I came here, it was in 2005 or 2006, something like that.
Okay,
so a lot of memories in
Yeah.
Bolsa Avenue with the community. Like we felt like we belong here.
Nice.
Because there's all billboards in Vietnamese and stuff, So yeah, kind of cool to process.
Wow.
So,
how about you, Sebastian? You said this is your second time here.
Yes, second time, but my first time to discover Asian area, Westminster, Little Saigon, and Santa Ana. We discover Vietnamese culture, Vietnamese community in Santa Ana.
And Latino community.
And Latino community.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm happy to be here and to connect with new people. Yes, I feel good now.
Yeah, I noticed in the film festival, there were people from all over the world. They were Vietnamese, but from Ireland, Germany, America, all over. And it's really cool that the film festival can kind of have this collection where, you have something in common, but also differences, but similarities. So it's really cool.
And I think this is something that we all three wanted to find, is that, especially personally for me, I started Banh Mi 2 years ago. And I wanted with Banh Mi to connect Asian people from France to feel kind of a belongings to some roots or identity quest. And actually it brought much further, because there's some people who are not Asian who can feel this sense of identity.
Yeah.
And being here in America, it's talking to different people, and then maybe we don't have the same story, the same family, but there's something cultural and there's a common ground that we want to share, and then that we enjoy to talk with each other. And this is something that we are finding every day. And it's such it's like an onion, and then you are taking cover layers by layers, and then going into deep into the essence of what you're finding, like trying to find. And so it's really a precious experience that we are living now. And then like having you in our Airbnb, like having this conversation,
face to face,
seeing you in real real life, it's like it's huge.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's familiar when you, like, if you go to a Viet restaurant here in America, does it feel familiar or feel different, or how does it feel?
There's some place where it feels like Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we've been to a place to Nhau, to eat some seafood and stuff.
Nhau, for the people who doesn't know, like it's having snacks and beers,
appetizers, drinking.
Yes. We didn't drink, but we do have the food, and it feels like Vietnam.
Yes.
Cool, that's cool.
And there's some place looks like Vietnam. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you've made lots of friends at the film festival. Like you said, we were just chatting a minute ago, that how you didn't really plan much for this trip, but now you have all these friends and people to see.
But it's something. All this trip is spontaneous. Everything happens. I don't know. There's
Steve,
a phrase.
He took his tickets 1 week before.
Oh, you weren't planning on coming until
I
last
did my
minute.
start. Okay, let's go. And then everything is so spontaneous, like a movie, because everyone we met in the street, these people opened their heart and talked to us of their stories.
Yeah.
Like we met some artists in the market in the front of the Frida Cinema. They were talking about their art. It was very touching. And then after we went to Little Saigon, the Asian Garden Mall. We were there walking, and then there's a policeman, a sergeant officer who came to us and talked to us. And he gave us his number. He said, yeah, whatever you need, guys, you want to hang out, eat something. And he talked to us about his life, the community. It was so interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
It's precious for us.
Did they know that you were from France, or did
I don't know, maybe because we walk like tourists. I don't know.
I think
There's
so.
a way of French walking, I don't know. But he came, spontaneous, he came to us and he talked. So yeah, we're happy because we're meeting amazing people here. So it's cool.
Nice. All right. So, normally we greet our guests and we ask them in the Asian way, have you eaten yet? Is there a way to say that in Khmer or Vietnamese or French?
Em ăn chưa?
Đói không?
Đói không?
Yeah. But I think I know the answer because we're about to go to dinner later. So we're kind of in the afternoon, but we'll go.
Can't wait. You know what? Like we had lunch just now, and then the guy who wanted to drive to the lunch asked us if we want Peruvian, and this is actually the same restaurant that you.
I asked people on my Facebook because I don't know this area very well. I go, hey, where should I go in Santa Ana or Westminster? And they said, oh, you should go to Vox.
Yeah, and this is what he asked us to.
So it's Asian Peruvian mix.
Can't wait.
That's fusion.
Yeah,
That's fusion.
Asian fusion, like Banh Mi.
Like Banh Mi, exactly.
Yeah, so I think it'll be good. And then next door, they also have a place that's famous for their spring rolls. So we can try both. If you want. We'll see. All right, so we're going to talk to our guests a little bit about their projects. We'll start with Linda. Well, ladies first. Is that okay? All right, so Linda, it's been over a year. And like I said before, we kind of started talking because of your podcast. And you had just started doing the English subtitles, I think, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is different for me as an Asian American to see someone in France making content." And so you had just started, and I think you had just crowdfunded maybe the video position with Sebastian.
Yes.
And so what has happened since then? I know we talked a little bit a week ago, but my audience doesn't know. So what has happened since March 2022? It's been a lot.
So yes, March 2022. So it was the season 2 of Banh Mi podcast. Yes, with the crowdfunding that helps to pay the volunteers. And we launched the short videos on TikTok, and this is where we we had a lot of followers. Like we launched TikTok on March 2022, and in September 2022 we reached 20K.
Wow.
And then same for Instagram, we had plus 10K of followers because of the short videos. And
the subtitles too.
And the subtitles. And this is what really, it was like really important to me to have the subtitles, because I used to live in Asia, and in Asia I had like friends who don't speak French. And just for my personal opinion, I just wanted them to understand what I'm saying in French. And it happens that Instagram and social media open borders, and this is how I get to be known by other people who doesn't speak French. And actually the media is followed by people in the United States, but also in Vietnam, in Thailand, in Hong Kong. So it's very good that the identity quest, and then like the question that we ask ourselves with the guest can resonate into other people, in different part of the world. And I'm very grateful of my team to help me to do that, to edit the video, to subtitle it. And, we are doing also like communication on Instagram and so on. And then there's more people who wants to collaborate with us. So in 2022, we did a lot of events. One of the biggest is I co-produce the first Asian street food festival. And we never done that before in Paris. It was our first time, and we had 27 restaurateurs. They believe in us. They say, okay, you are doing this for the first time, but because we believe on your message, which is showcase the culture, showcase the food, emphasize the community, and then like the sense of opening to other people about what is our food, what is our culture, and welcoming everyone to it. They jump in the project with us, and it ends up as 9,000 entries for a first Asian street food festival. So this one was a big event that we managed to do. And I continue to do event screenings, roundtables, concerts, exhibitions as well. And personally, happens that I get pregnant, and then having a baby, and we launched season 3, in 2023, and still ongoing. So now Banh Mi is in US, and I'm very glad that with Sebastian and Steve doing this together, and experiencing the American travel and Asian American travel, actually.
It's the Banh Mi World Tour.
Yes, kind of.
Sebastian, so you came on around 2022 as well. Do you remember what attracted you to join Banh Mi Media?
I want to join Banh Mi Media because after the COVID, we need it. After the COVID, we have Asian racism, anti-Asian racism, and we don't have story interview about our Asian family, our parents, our the story of Asian community, Vietnamese, Chinese, Laotian, Thai, every community in Asian diaspora. We need it to discover it to the Occidental people against cliché, stigmatization, caricature in media, in Occident, in France, in Paris, in Deutschland, in England, everywhere in Europe. I think maybe it's the same problem in USA, but if we don't make a media for us, who do it?
It's not going to be done.
Yes. Yeah. So I have a crew, I have materials, I have camera, I have a production. I want to produce all the video for Banh Mi Media to make discover it to everybody. Everybody, not only Asian people, for every community, Arabic, black community, white people, everybody. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
There is not a religion to separate it.
That's the power of media, yeah, because, the podcast is hard because it's language, you have to know French. But with videos and subtitles, as well as just images, it just reaches so many more people. So I think it's great that you came on. Yeah. So if you want to watch any Banh Mi's reels, you go to Banh Mi Media Instagram or TikTok, and a little bit on YouTube as well. There's some longer ones on YouTube. What is the man's name? He's the 80-year-old.
Yip Thang Ye.
Yeah.
Too hip. Yeah. He's
he-
the lead actor of the accidental getaway driver movie.
Yeah, so he was here too, right?
Yes, at the Viet Film Fest, they won the best feature film this year,
Yeah.
and they won. I think they won the best director for director of the movie at Sundance Film Festival.
Wow. So you can see Linda's interview with him. She goes to his house, and he was the original, right? Before him, there are not very many representation in French cinema.
Yeah, and this man is in the movie industry for decades, doing like
yeah.
extras in movie.
Yeah.
Extras,
Little parts,
extra,
yeah.
and it's beautiful. He I don't know if you know how he went doing that that feature movie.
I don't know.
It's because he was in a French short movie called Malabar. De Maximilien, comment déjà? De Maximilien, our French director, and they won prizes. And that short came to the Viet Film Festival, and someone saw Chu Hip in the movie, and they were looking for a man like him for the movie. So he did the short, and then because of that short, he did the feature film.
Yeah, he must have so many stories, and you see Linda's interview with him. He tells a lot of the stories, so that's good. So I think the power of video is really, really helping the cause, getting the word out, the faces, and the voices. Yeah.
Yes. And this production of this video, it's for show people Asian community is being human.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Yeah.
We are not indivisible.
Yeah.
We have our story of the immigration of our family, and we want to show it not to use violence, to scream, not comment on dit se révolter?
Protest or
Yes, not in a protest way, but just to share the story.
Just to share.
Yeah.
And we use it to show it in Pacific, en paix, quoi, in peace.
Yeah. Well, that actually leads directly to your film that you just showed here in LA at the Viet Film 20th anniversary Viet Film Festival. Here, you say the French and I'll say the English. It's called Je suis.
Oui.
Your
Okay,
short.
say it.
Je suis personne.
Good.
Yes.
I am no one.
I am no
Je
one.
suis personne.
I am no one. But that's the theme, right? Is that, hey, we're not invisible.
It's yes, the theme exactly. The theme is the social invisibility. And it's like when I don't know, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
When he have his invisible cape.
Yeah.
It's just like every Asian, we all have this invisible cape. Nobody sees us.
But not on purpose.
Yeah, and this is the theme of the movie.
Yeah, and so Steve plays Min, who is I guess a middle-aged guy, born in France.
Yes.
But his parents were from Vietnam, and his brother, we call it 1.5 generation.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so he was born in Vietnam.
Yes.
Moved to France, and it's interesting because it mirrors a lot of experiences that I think we have here in America as well, where it's a fusion now of, like, I love the fact that you go from French to Viet to, back and forth between the languages. And then you see the altar, you have the Virgin Mary, but then you also have the incense.
Yeah.
So all the fusion, is that just kind of the way you grew up when you were in Paris? Like a little French, a little Vietnamese?
Yes. It's a mix of everything, my mom used to grew up like in Buddhism, but not that much, And my dad, He was Catholic, but not that much too. So at home we had both of him, both of it. So the culture is mixed. I think even at Sebastian, c'est bouddhiste chez toi? Your parents?
My parents, Buddhist, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a mix of everything. Yeah. It's this is how we grew up. We were born in France. So I went to Vietnam only at 24. At age of
first
24.
time?
Yeah, first time at 24. So I'm French. C'est quand la première fois que t'as été au Cambodge?
5 years ago.
Really?
He was 35.
I came to Cambodia because I want to make a documentary about it, just to discover this country first, people, mentality, culture, for my actually project, actual project.
What? My
currently project, yeah. Yes.
And sorry, but what I'm saying this is because the Min is lost. Min is French.
Yeah.
He's Vietnamese. At home, he's Vietnamese. Outside, he's just Chinese. He's not.
He works at a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, because I think here it's the same. Every Asian.
They think you're Chinese.
Yes. It's simple. We're all Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting. Are we gonna be able to see it anywhere other than film festival? Do you know?
I don't know if we're gonna put it online, but we are lucky. We are very happy because we just signed a deal with a production in France
okay.
to write a TV show.
Oh wow!
Based on I Am No One.
Really?
Yes, with all that universe, that kind of.
Okay.
Yes, a series TV show about it. With
yes,
Sebastian, Virak and Laura Bouy. So all Asian writing stories about us.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the first Asian community series, French series.
It's a premiere in France.
Yes, it's a premiere in France. The producer, he's one of the biggest producer in France. And we are happy. Now comment on dit on corrige la Bible?
Now we have a lot of work
to do. The work.
Yeah, a lot of
Sorry,
work to do.
Not good.
Yeah.
A lot of work to do, but we are very proud. We feel grateful because it will be the first time that we will have a Vietnamese family under the spotlight on a TV show.
Yeah.
It will be the first time because even we are not in a lot of movie and entertainment. The Asian community, most of the people are still attracted. We are by our community. They don't know nothing about us. And they want to know now. I think
it's starting to a little bit more.
Yeah. And I think the Oscars helped us.
Yeah,
a lot. So thanks to Michelle Yeoh, to Kiwi Kwan.
And then we just talked about Beef, A24, all these shows, Netflix,
sorry I interrupt you, but I'm so happy that this project happened, that we had all these beautiful TV shows and movies. So thanks to them, because it helped us in a way.
Yeah,
in France,
it shows that there's a market. Shows that it can be done.
It helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I think things are finally changing a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So best of luck with this new project. That's exciting. I'm so glad that I got to see your little short, but that's the way you do it, huh? You start with a short and then hope that other people see it and do other things.
Yes, but it touched us a lot. We're happy because you liked it. It means that the message, you received the message.
Okay, good. I didn't get it
wrong.
You
had the message. You had the message of invisibility, and that's that. Yeah.
So what are you hoping that people take away when they watch it? We won't give away the ending, but the ending is a little bit of a surprise.
Yes, for me, it's like that.
Or you want to hear my thought first?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So my thought was that don't underestimate us.
Yes.
Like maybe don't think what you see is everything, because you may not know the whole picture.
Yes, don't judge people if you don't know them. Don't judge them.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And we're all humans after all.
Yeah.
We're Asian, but we're not all discreet. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
We're not submissive. We're not naive.
Yeah.
We're not the only gentle people.
Right.
We're humans with good things and with good sides and the bad side.
With danger. Yeah.
we can be a danger.
Yeah.
So we're just human.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Did the audience like it when you did the showing? Were they Did you? It was just kind of and then all of a sudden.
Yes, a nice reception, and most of them they understood what the message. They understood, so
Alright, good. Yeah.
that's great. That's great.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a fun night. I watched it online. It's not available anymore. You can only watch it during the festival. But it was really interesting to see all the different projects, and there was a similarity through them, but uniqueness for whatever country it was from, whatever story they're telling. Is some similarities of just feeling not like they don't belong, but then you do belong. Yeah, it was really
There's
nice.
We discovered a lot of great movies. Sebastian, Good Chips. We loved Good Chips.
Good Chiefs, yes.
From Ireland. Yeah, that was fun.
Wow, that's fun. Good, very good movie. Living Memory, a documentary about
of Queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of Queen, about her mom in the nail
Heritage.
salon, Cathy salon. This one, there was a lot of movies that we liked.
Yes. I like a lot of movie here.
Yeah, of
Jackson
course,
was a
Jackson
Getaway Driver.
with back
Wow.
hip, Dustin Nguyen. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Yeah,
a
so
great
cool.
programmation.
So coming back next year, every year now.
Yes, I want.
You
You
should,
want?
yeah.
Yes.
I think we'll be back. We would love to come back.
Okay, next time we'll do the whole week. We'll do a interview for the whole week.
We're gonna eat some Peruvian, Vietnamese,
Yeah.
mixed with the Jamaican and
There's so much, yeah.
Thai.
This area has a lot, and then LA, of course, has Koreatown, Chinatown.
Yeah.
There's a lot in LA too. So so I'm excited for you guys. It's been fun meeting you and then seeing you grow. I think you did, Linda. You did a very cool collaboration with Uniqlo. I saw.
Yes.
What's that one?
So actually, Banh Mi brought us to many different creative experiences. As I told at the beginning of the podcast, it was a podcast and then a video, and then we did events, and then happened that the community of Banh Mi wants to contribute and collaborate and then build other things with us, to do all together. And one person of the community knows a person works in Uniqlo and say, oh, maybe you can connect with this person and then see how you can do stuff together. And in Banh Mi Media, we do have a lot of creative people. Some of them are illustrators, female illustrators.
Yeah.
So what we collaborate with Uniqlo is to showcase Asian food in designs. So now in Uniqlo, in Le Marais, so it's a really center of Paris and very kind of fashion / hipster place. You can find, in Uniqlo, a Banh Mi t-shirt and a pho t-shirt and a bibimbap and a ramen and then a mango sticky rice. And then you can also go out with a t-shirt with a durian on it. So for us, it's kind of symbolic because since then, Uniqlo will showcase some artists, local artists who is doing stuff related with Japan. And now they open up to, so there's Japan food, ramen, but also to other kind of Asian food. And the thing is that the illustrators, they are all 5 of them, they are all French Asian.
Yeah, but different kinds of Asian.
Different kind of Vietnamese, Cambodian, yes. And you have also this girl, she's Vietnamese but adopted.
Oh, okay.
And she was an auditor of Banh Mi, and then she wants to be part of the team as a graphic designer and an illustrator to connect with something that she never be in touch with.
Yeah.
And this is powerful because her parents are white,
she doesn't know. Yeah.
She didn't know about, when I met her, she was like, what's the thing with the Maggie? You know, like, but for Asian
The
people,
sauce, yeah.
but for Asian people, we all know about Maggie. Maggie
Yeah.
with rice and eggs and
Right.
everything.
And the banh mi.
Yeah, and the banh mi.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what's about that? And I explained to her, and then she get it, and then she wants to navigate through it, through maybe some part that she's missing. And I'm so glad that banh mi can, like, feel the person with something that they can grow personally and professionally. And by showcasing their work, it's, showcasing their talent, their creativity. And so this is what we've done with Uniqlo. So 10 designs to amplify Asia and Asian food, Asian cultures.
Yeah.
And aside from the project, I decided also like to communicate with restaurateurs and like some Asian supermarkets. So the deal was you can sponsor one of the design, and in return we can do a video clip and photos of the T-shirt within your stores.
Yeah, smart.
And then we did it. So we got seven design sponsored, and in 1 week we had to manage to get the team all together to work. Like Sebastian did the video clip, another guy like from my team like doing the photo, and we made a call on our Instagram account to have model. Among the community. Okay, we are doing this cool project showcasing like art, food, and fashion. Do you want to be a part of it? And actually, I didn't know if like people will respond. And then there were like maybe 30 applications.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh my God, it's so great that
fun,
they want to be a part of it. And then during the shootings, there was 2-day shootings, one in the biggest supermarket in France.
Oh, wow.
And the other one in 3 restaurateurs venues. And it feels like family spirit to be all together. We are not professional in what we are doing, but we are trying. We are experiencing, like sometimes I'm ashamed because I'm like, oh, maybe I don't have the experience. People won't believe in what I'm doing. But actually they open the door for me and they're like, okay, do whatever you want, Linda. And then it goes like this. And then the video clip has been released on Instagram, on YouTube, and people love it. And now we're gonna plan to publish the pictures as well, the photos. So
I think that's one thing I sensed from the beginning when I talked to you was that you have this passion, that it's not about we're gonna make a big company or we're gonna make a big corporation or anything, but it's just about meeting the community and building it one at a time. We call it grassroots, here in America. It's very grassroots, meaning it starts from the bottom and just grows from the bottom. And so it's been fun seeing you grow. And the only thing is you can only get those shirts in France. You can't get Uniqlo shirts anywhere else.
Yes, you only can get in France. But maybe the goal after is like, yeah, guys, Uniqlo, like there's like some people wants to have the shirts like overseas. So maybe you can do it worldwide. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Sure. Why not?
Wink to Uniqlo.
Yeah. Come on, Uniqlo. Come through. Oh man, it's exciting to talk to you guys. So it's neat because America and France have a little bit of a parallel, meaning that there's been immigration for dozens of years to our countries, and so there's been people here for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years in America, and France too, because of the colonial past, and there's people. But it's been taken so long to get a voice and to get a face. And like you guys were saying, is the invisibility, the problem of invisibility in France. So it's neat to see finally some faces and some voices.
I think it's all thanks to our parents. They struggle to come, to sacrifice to go to a country that they don't even know the language. And they just wanted to survive and then to make them kids to grow, to be educated. And we had the chance like to be in between two cultures, like being educated by our parents and having Asian roots, and then at the same times like can understand the country that we migrate to, and we are becoming the bridge. And then we have now the chance, the time, and the luxury to showcase the culture because we are not thriving, surviving like our parents did. So it's kind of a chance.
Yeah,
and
it takes time because education,
Yes.
economics, it
True.
takes a while to build it up. Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming on. If you want to see more about Linda's work, you can see it at bunmi.media on Instagram. Is that for all social media?
Yeah, it's for all social media, so you can find also on TikTok. So all the videos, like the shorts and reels, they are sub in English.
Yeah.
This is how Curtis get to find.
I love it. We want more.
Banh Mi.
More. I want all the videos. Okay.
And then, so TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And for the French-speaking people, you can find out also like the podcast, which is like all in French. And,
Yeah. And Sebastian, is this Sebastian Kong or what is your Instagram?
Yes, Sebastian Kong, my Instagram.
Okay, I'll put that in the show notes. Steve, you got Instagram as well?
Yes, Steve Tran, STEVE _ twice, and Tran, TRAN.
All right.
There's the blue thing, the certified thing. Oh, my sister.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to add something about Steve Tran.
Okay.
He's very humble, but I think there is something very huge about his story and his family story. That Steve is coming from a family of artist family. His father is a very well-known Cải Lương singer, which is a very kind of traditional opera singer that have been traveled all over the world because of his songs. And then his half sister is the Barbara Streisand of Vietnam.
Oh, really?
It's Hương Lang. And then the first night that we arrived, here, and then there was a dinner before the Viet Film Fest, and then we were meeting with each other, with the guys, the Vietnamese communities, and so on from the entertainment industry. And I told them, I say, hey, Steve is the brother of Hương Lang. They were, what?
She's big. Barbara Streisand of Vietnam.
Yeah, she's very famous, and then she lived in California. She's still living in California.
Yeah, she's around, but I don't talk about a lot. But yes, my dad was kind of an icon. He was an icon in Vietnam, but he had to leave, the country because he was born French. My dad
in the 70s or
yes, late 70s, and he went to France and he exported the Vietnamese culture for the refugees in Paris.
Because he had a little bit of reputation, so he
had his reputation. Yeah, and he continued until his death to travel around the world to expand cool. his songs, to sing his songs, and doing gigs, especially around here in Bolsa.
Nice. Sounds like I need to interview your sister, huh? She's here now, right? So she's.
Yeah, but she travels a lot here and some in Vietnam too.
Okay.
So she's a singer, so she travels a lot.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll link all this in the show notes so people can follow you. But thank you so much for spending some time with me. And I can't wait to have dinner with you guys too. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Peruvian,
Vietnamese food.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
we're gonna go to Vox Kitchens tonight. So anyone down in Orange County, come visit with us. We're gonna be at Vox Kitchen. Well, we'll be gone by the time you get there, but yeah. But safe travels to you, and have a nice trip. And it's so fun meeting your baby as well, baby Kong. So that's very cool. Very cool.
Baby Cons. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis.
Thank you very much.
Sure. So on behalf of Linda, Sebastian, Steve, and myself, we hope that you're all happy, healthy, and safe out there. Until we talk to you again, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Emily in Paris.